Welcome everybody, this is Bobby O from Bobby's Tech World, and today we're going to go over this awesome ROM for your Verizon Samsung Galaxy S4 called the Eclipse ROM. Now, ever since the locked bootloader, the KitKat on this phone, there's not a whole lot of ROMs available for this phone. So today I found a really good one called Eclipse ROM, which gives you like an AOSP real feel with a little bit of touch whiz twist. Excuse me, a little tongue twister there. So with this ROM, you're going to get they remove the Verizon bloat, the Amazon bloat, remove the the Samsung hub, the Samsung updater, remove the Samsung the Knox. It added AOSP browser, contacts, dialer, calculator, calendar, clock, lock screen, and audio. So as you can see here, you kind of got that nice little AOSP feel. Alright, I'll show you how to install in a second. I just want you to see what it looks like here. You bring down the top. It looks just like your like a typical Android phone, which is really nice, without all that touch whiz. If that becomes problemsome for you, some of these phones here are kind of stuck with that ability. But you flip this over just like you would see on like a Nexus 5 or something like that. So you go to settings here, and of course you've got some of the things involved with Samsung. A lot of that stuff is still there. You also get your custom boot animation. You get this nice CyanogenMod file manager, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so you get that. You also get the Google Now launcher and everything. You can say, "Okay, Google." There you go. Perfect. So also it comes with the fixed writing to external SD card permissions, hotspot tethering, and a disable the volume warning. Whenever you turn the volume up here, it won't give you that warning anymore. So it's pretty cool ROM. I've been playing around with it for about a day now, just trying to go through some of the tweaks here. When you do install this ROM, I'll give you the step-by-step, the things that you're going to need to know. This Galaxy Gadgets is another app. I'll have the download and link. You got a paid version and you have a light version. The Galaxy Gadgets is going to help you with, let's say, how to get all this going, how to get a brightness slider. You put a little bit more stuff within your Samsung phone that gives you more of a Android open source project feel. The Google experience that we all have been craving for these phones to have. Instead of having what Samsung has kind of forced us to have on these phones. So let's go ahead and get started with the install. Okay, so here we are. We have our phone with whatever ROM you decided you're running with it, whether it's standard NC5 or like what I'm running right here, the Hyperdrive ROM. So at this point, there's some things you want to make sure you have downloaded. Okay, so I'll have all the links below and all the steps, because this is how I successfully got Eclipse running on my phone, and I'm going to go through the steps with you. But first, we're going to download some stuff. Of course, you want to download the ROM. Alright, you also want to download the Googly's Wi-Fi fix. That's what helped me, because after I flashed the ROM, just like any of the other ROMs I've been messing with, Wi-Fi doesn't work. You put that on there, Wi-Fi works. And then I flashed the NC5 module. Okay, after everything boots up and everything works, I go back and put the NC5 module on there. I do that for a good streamline. Everything is NC5, nothing's like NC2 or anything like that. So, you also want make sure you have SafeStrap with you, because when you put it on your phone here, Eclipse, you're not going to have SafeStrap. This is pretty much for those who have the Verizon, the lock bootloader. You can't put in a custom recovery. You're going to have to roll it through SafeStrap. The link for this ROM here. This is the SafeStrap version. There's also another version, I believe, for those with like MDK or something like that. So you want to also have some form of way of rooting just in case you mess up. You also need your Super SU. I don't take chances. I just flash them all after I flash the ROM, and then we're good to go. So at this point, you want to go ahead and restart your phone and put it into SafeStrap mode. Okay, so here we are in SafeStrap. And at this moment, remember now, this SafeStrap 3.72, you can only flash to the stock ROM. So at this point, I want to go ahead and go to wipe. Alright, all I'm going to do is a factory reset. I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just resetting just back to factory specs to get all that other stuff off my phone. So we're going to go and flash that. Alright, factory reset is complete. Okay, now I may kind of jump a step on you. Before you start doing this, make sure you go to backup and go ahead and do an Android backup of what you have currently, just in case you need to go back and take care of business, something's not right, whatever, you can always go back. So there's other videos out on how to do a backup and then also how to restore. But at this point we've done a factory reset, so I'm going to install. Alright, at here, make sure you know exactly where you've put this file. You know, like, did you put it in your micro SD spot? Where did you put it? I would definitely prefer your external SD or micro SD spot, because if something happens to the phone and you have to wipe it, your external SD should be just fine. Okay, so we're going to go back to, here's the Eclipse TouchWiz for Samsung the S4s, KitKat Safe Strap. There you go. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to go ahead and flash that first. He puts in here, it says Eclipse, pretty cool. Time for the good stuff. Mounting your system like a horse. Installing system. Kind of like that. A little twist in there, which is pretty cool. Here we are. The ROM is now flashed. So we're not rebooting. We're going to go back. Okay. Now I'm going to put Super Sue on here. Okay. Flash that sucker. Alright, now we're going to go back. I'm going to go to the Googly's Wi-Fi fix, FN2, NC2, that thing. I'm going to have it down below as well, so all the links for all this stuff will be available to you. So I'm going to click that and flash that, so I know I can get my Wi-Fi fix. Alright, at this point, those are the three things that I would definitely recommend that you put on your phone first. Alright, and then now that everything is successful, just reboot. It's as simple as that. Alright. Now we have the Eclipse boot animation, which I think is really sweet. And it'll sit here for about a minute. You know, take its time. Remember, after the phone completely finishes and boots up, give it a few minutes to relax and go through everything and make sure everything's okay. So, this here will roll for about a minute, and then it'll darken just a little bit. When it darkens a little bit, it's kind of like when I know everything worked, and then right after that, just a few seconds after it dims, it pops right up to the welcome, choose your language, stuff like that. So we'll just hang out here until it gets through. There we go. Boot animation went, did its thing. It's cool. The boot up process is through. Now I can choose my language. At this point, I'll just choose English. There you go. Wi-Fi is working, so I'm going to connect. Okay, so you can just go through the same process here. So at this point, Wi-Fi says it's off. Let's go and turn it on. There we go. Wi-Fi is working. Alright, before, when I first started to put this on here, I didn't flash that module, that fix. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Let's go to settings. Let's go to about phone. Alright, Android 4.4.2. See that NC2 baseband version? We're going to flash another module to put that back to NC5. I just like to have them all NC5, like the build number here. NC5 at the end. Alright, so we got everything lined up. It's perfect. Alright, so you can go through the procedures, or the introduction here, and voila, there's your phone. It's got a little bit of a TouchWiz feel to it, so it's kind of cool. But I'm going to meet you back in Safe Strap, so we got to put that other module on here. Alright, here we are. So at this point, hit install. We're going to go to the NC5 module.zip. Alright, I'm going to flash. Shouldn't take but a second there to flash. There you go. And that's it. reboot system. So I'll see you when everything boots back up. Alright, everything's booted back up. Let's get this back up and running. You see this? I kind of like that. It's pretty awesome. Awesome feel to it. So you just unlock it. Now at this point we'll go to Settings and About Phone. Alright, now check it out. NC5, NC5. That's the way I like to do it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention to you is, if you go back and you don't see SafeStrap, okay, make sure, like you said, I'll have a link for that too down below, hopefully, for SafeStrap. It was just automatically on here. I don't know how. It just showed up, which was kind of cool. See, the Super Sue is now available. So you have root access to this phone, or this ROM, which it says it comes with a, root access, zip-align, deodexed. It's all kinds of cool stuff in here. But that's the deal with this. Excuse me, let's step out of that. So following those procedures, putting everything on the phone the first time and the right time will get this ROM working well. And it's a really cool ROM. It's got tweaks and updates coming. It's been a little while since it's had a really good update. So now that it has been updated for the KitKat SafeStrap users and stuff like myself and all the viewers, you can have fun with this ROM. You have a different ROM to work with, something a little bit easier to manage. Things just fall in line and work really nice. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy the install. If there's any questions, please ask me. There's no problem. I'm always available whenever I'm not working my rear end off. So just hit me up. All right, y'all take care.